Before we dive into this incredible HFY sci-fi story, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. Your support helps bring more epic tales of humanity's courage against the stars. And don't forget, share this video with a friend who loves sci-fi as much as you do. The firing range of the Intergalactic Academy echoed with the hum of energy weapons and the crackle of plasma projectiles. Cadets from dozens of worlds lined up in their bays, each holding the weapon that represented their home planet. It was Precision Test Day, a tradition that decided not only grades, but the social hierarchy among future officers. At Bay 7, Zethkal of Rigel Prime adjusted his quantum beam rifle, a masterpiece of Rigelian engineering capable of piercing a starship's hull from 3 kilometers away. His blue-scaled skin shimmered with ancestral pride. "Primitive Earthlings," he muttered to Ixaneth, his Centaurian roommate. "I heard they still use chemical projectiles." Ixaneth laughed, the sound like shattering crystal. Her plasma cannon pulsed with violet light. "I wonder how they even made it out of their own solar system." Across the range at Bay 23, Cadet Nora Willow calmly checked her gear. Her fingers traced the worn wooden stock, feeling every groove and mark left by generations of shooters. Her grandfather's Winchester Model 70 looked more like an artifact than a weapon compared to the gleaming armaments around her. "Cadet Willow," barked Instructor Vac Thul, a Krogan warrior whose gravelly voice sounded like grinding stone. "This instrument is your weapon of choice?" "Yes, sir," Nora replied firmly, even as muffled laughter spread through the nearby bays. The instructor examined the rifle with 3 of his 4 eyes, clearly perplexed. "Cadet, this device uses chemical propellant and solid metal slugs. It is archaic. With all due respect, sir, it works." More laughter. Zethkal didn't even try to hide his amusement. "Works? My rifle can hit a target 5 kilometers away with subatomic precision. That thing can bear—" Nora turned her calm brown eyes toward him. "We'll see." Vakthul raised a massive hand. "Silence. Targets at 200 meters. Each cadet gets 5 shots. Cadet Zethkal, you're first." The Rigelian moved with fluid grace, his quantum rifle humming as it powered up. The first shot burst into a blue-white flash that left after-images in everyone's eyes. A perfect hole appeared on Ring 9. 4 more shots followed, 3 bullseyes, 1 at Ring 8. Score, 47 out of 50. Ixaneth stepped up next. Her plasma cannon roared like a raging beast, violet bolts crackling through the air. 3 dead center hits, 2 on Ring 9. Score, 48. One by one, the cadets took their turns. Energy rifles that sang like choirs, fragment launchers that shook the air, gravity weapons that bent light itself. Scores ranged from 40 to 48. Finally, it was Nora's turn. She carried a small wooden case, earning more snickers as she opened it to reveal brass cartridges gleaming under the artificial lights. "She brought ammo in a wooden box," someone whispered. "Like a pirate's treasure." Nora ignored them. She loaded 5 rounds with steady, deliberate motions. There was no rush, no nervousness, only the timeless ritual between shooter and rifle. She stepped into the bay, her stance precise, almost instinctive. Left foot slightly forward, weight balanced, elbow resting naturally. The stock nestled against her shoulder as if it had been made just for her. The first shot cracked like thunder, shattering the steady drone of energy weapons. No flashy effects, no glowing particles, just the ancient sound of gunpowder igniting and steel cutting the air. On the target, dead center. The laughter stopped. She worked the bolt with smooth motion, the empty casing spinning in the air before landing with a metallic tink. A sound older than spaceflight itself. Second shot, dead center. The range fell silent, the only noise her controlled breathing and the click of her rifle. There was no advanced tech guiding her aim. Just her, the Winchester, and centuries of human tradition distilled into steel and wood. Third shot, dead center. Zethkal was no longer laughing. His bright blue scales had darkened, a Rigelian sign of unease. 4th shot. Dead center instructor Vac Thul leaned toward the scoring terminal, his 4 eyes fixed on the screen. Cadets crowded closer, forming a tense semicircle around Bay 23. Nora inhaled deeply, feeling the familiar weight of the rifle, the texture of the trigger polished by decades of use. Her grandfather had hunted elk with this rifle in the Colorado mountains. His father had carried one like it during World War II. Her own father had used a modernized version during the Lunar Civil War. Now it was her turn! The fifth shot cracked through the air like a final, verdict dead center. For a long moment, silence ruled the range. Then Vac Thul cleared his throat. Score, 50 out of 50. Cadet Willow leads, with perfection. The whispers began at once. Impossible. With that relic? Must be an error. Nora calmly cleaned the rifle with a soft cloth, more like a ritual than necessity. Then she turned toward Zeth Cole, who stared in stunned disbelief. It's not about how far or how fast your weapon can shoot, she said quietly. It's about how well you know your weapon and how well it knows you. She closed the wooden case, lifting it under one arm. My family has used rifles like this for over 200 years. Each Winchester passed down from parent to child. They aren't just weapons, they're extensions of our souls. She walked away, then glanced back one last time. You have impressive technology. But humans have something technology can't replicate: patience, tradition, and the wisdom that sometimes, old is old because it works. As she headed toward the dorms, Vac Thul noted in his report, recommend close observation of Cadet Willow. Humans may be primitive in technology, but their combat philosophy deserves further study. And far away, in a quiet farmhouse in Colorado, another Winchester Model 70 rested above a fireplace. If weapons could feel pride, that one would surely be smiling. The tradition continued, one bullet at a time,